Hey, good evening or morning, I guess. And hello and welcome back to the stream. Last Tuesday we continued on with Super Mario 74 and, we've been looking for something to stream in the Thursday slot. I have been thinking about doing SNES games, so I figured why not pick up Super Mario All-Stars, a game very familiar and beloved by all of us, as we, chat a bit about the possibilities. So that's what we're going to do. I'm probably just gonna casually play a few of the games on offer. I can't promise any high-ranking performance, put it that way. So we're just gonna casually play and have some fun. So, with all that said, let's get this preparing screen out of the way. Now, SNES games are 3x4, so there's some space to the sides. We'll have to think of some way to fill that space at some point. But for now, the little stage from Paper Mario will do. So, let's get started. I think I already have the chat in the right place. Yes, indeed. Let's see. Are we recording properly? Whoa. Yep. Okay, so let's just get started where it all started. How nostalgic. I have to get used to the SNES type controls again. We've been streaming 3D platformers for so long, it's kinda weird to go back to a 2D platformer. Oh. And of course we lose all of our power just from one hit. Of course, that was the norm for quite a while, until they changed it in the worldwide release of Mario Bros. 3, I believe. Well, anyway, enough goofing around, let's beat this stage, he says as he almost falls. Well, I did fall, actually. But not into a pit, so it's fine. Ooh. Welp. That wasn't a very resounding victory, but we made it. Look at that flag. I have to say, I really love all the Mario All-Stars renditions of the classic tunes. What? So here's a funny thing. Those are Goombas, but a darker variant. So in the Paper Mario games, they actually made a different species of Goomba into those called Gloomba. Get it? Because they're blue, so they're gloomy. Very smart. There we go, running over all the obstacles. That's how you get through life. I'm just gonna get to the end as quickly as I can. This is not a 100% run or anything. There we go, World 4. How did I do that? It's pretty much... Whoa, there we go again. It's pretty much all redundant to say at this point, but there were so many genius ideas they got on their first try. Like the warp zones. That's something you wouldn't expect from a first installment, I don't think. Ouch. The fact that they had so many cool little secrets right from the beginning. Pretty amazing, really. Right from the start, this series knew what it wanted to be. And it only got better from there. Well, I, on the other hand, am only getting worse, apparently. Come on. Ow, well. I have a great idea. Let's stream Mario Brothers. I won't embarrass myself. Okay, 1 second. Turns off the stream. No, I think there's something about the input I did wrong, so let me check that real quick. Well, what did I do there? Did you see that? I like landed in the pipe. For a moment I thought I was going right into the minus world there. Alright, this time we gotta get out of here quickly. Yeah, there we go. Ah, thank goodness we made it. There we go, that's how it's supposed to go. Listen to that fanfare. And see the fireworks. Now that we've gotten past the stage, I'm gonna have one more look at the controls. Please, excuse me. Okay, that's more how I'm used to it. Right, sorry about that. It should be going a lot better now. Because I hope so, or else it would wound my pride somewhat. Of course we're going for the warp zone again. Once again, just run over all our problems. Ah, snow. We gotta love snow. Well, in real life it can be a bit annoying, but I sure do love the aesthetic of it. Oh yeah, Starman. Almost runs off the edge. Look at that arm motion of the the bullet bill. There's a little what do you call it? Man, completely forgot the term for it, but the smear, that's the term. When he moves his arm, they simulate him shaking his arm back and forth really quickly. So they have this little... Well, I was trying to find a synonym for smear, so I wouldn't be saying smear so much, but... That's pretty much what it is. Essentially, you add extra lines to the shape, kind of break the shape a bit to exaggerate the motion or simulate it moving too fast for the eye to follow. Because you know when you take a picture and you see like multiple hands when a hand moves really quickly. Well, I don't know if that's even a problem anymore with digital cameras. The point is, I'm very old. Gives up on those coins. Oh. Hammer Brothers are quite the tough enemy. Well, that was a disappointment for everyone involved. And so was that. Only one more life left. There we go, I got that one in one hit. I'm glad there are checkpoints at least. Okay, there we go. Sometimes I can't quite predict the momentum. There we go. Hey Thomas, welcome to the stream. It's good to see you. We are playing some Mario All-Stars. Because when you don't know what to do, return to the basics. To the classics. And then fail horribly. At least that's what I've been doing. Well, that was a loss. These bullet bills, man. Well, I fell down. This is the SNES remake of the very first one, so this is just Super Mario Brothers. Ooh, spooky castle. Oh. Well, that was bad. Let's try that again, shall we? Yeah, it's pretty cool, and shows us that Nintendo was in the business of making remakes on their very second console. Haha, 8,000 points. An extra life, nice. We can use some of those, considering how many mistakes I make. I was always very bad at this mid-air control thing. There we go. Oh. There we go. Yeah, the points are kind of weird, aren't they? It's a remnant from the arcade era, I think. Like the NES had a lot of experimenting to do when it came to you know, moving from the arcade to the living room. I think lives are also a remnant of that. It's kind of shocking how long such an outdated idea stayed in games out. Oh hey, we found an underwater stage. Somehow. I completely forgot about that. Man, like I said, they had so many cool little secrets even in their very first installment. But no, I don't. The points aren't particularly valuable. In some games, particularly the more arcadey kind, you would actually get more continues if you had a high score, but I don't think that's the case for Mario. You just get dumped back at the start of a world when you lose all your lives, so score is pretty inconsequential. If I recall, they did have the Nintendo Power magazine where you could submit your scores for some games, I think. So you had to take a picture of your screen, because we didn't have screenshots back then. So I guess there was some kind of point to it, but personally I think it's always kind of been a remnant of the arcade, where it would actually put your name in a list with other people. Because on your own console you're only competing with yourself, so... And potentially your siblings, so it's... You know... I don't know if I like it or not. There's something to be said for it, but I think it's kind of extra too. I guess it's perhaps to attribute an extrinsic value to, what? To something that would otherwise just be intrinsic. Like the joy of squashing an enemy that you could have just avoided. Because it has a nice little sound effect and snappy animation, but apparently you also need 100 points for it. I keep doing that. I really gotta think about how my height is compared to the enemies. Well, okay, can we get the top of the flag this time? Yes, nice. Okay, here we go again, with 6 lives. Yeah, it's a bit of legacy from the arcade games, exactly. So that's an interesting risk-reward consideration. You can face down the fire bar to try and get that question mark box, which would give you an extra hit because there's a mushroom in there, but you risk dying or just losing the mushroom right away. And then it's wasted effort, you know? Oh, darn. I like that you like the detailed sprites. Yeah, same. It's very, for a first remake, it's quite impressive, really. Colors pop out nicely, too. Hey, Clive, welcome to the stream as well. What? Oh. Fire. These levels are scary, but I like the Bowser paintings. Oh man, so this is how they used to do boss battles. And I hate it. Ah, darn. I should have grabbed... you need to grab the axe. You can't actually interact with Bowser Boy. Wow. I say wow a lot. Apparently I am perpetually surprised by everything. Oh. Wow. Dang! That extra hit could have been perfect when we had to face down Bowser. That was very risky. Oh, that was very risky. Okay, here we are again. Okay, Bowser, you can stop that. Oh boy. I'm losing my gamer cred over here. Can't even beat Bowser. Of course, plot twist, it's not actually Bowser, but... Okay. This is not going well. There, you didn't see that. That's nothing. Nothing happened there. Just me playing the game. There. Nothing happened. This is just how the game works. Legitimate Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Okay, see, this is why you should never ever rely on save states, because it makes you, it apparently makes you bad at games. Who knew? Okay, and jump. Okay, there we go. That was a very decent way to start the stage. I'm not gonna be using save states too much, I promise, but I don't want to game over again, because that's no fun. Okay. Yeah, like we're barely half an hour in, and already I'm egregiously abusing the save states again. Ugh. I have to be more cautious. My years of gaming have made me arrogant. I do like that they added boss music for Bowser here. There we go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Here, it's time for the infamous quote. Thank you, Mario. But our princess is in another castle. I love these levels, the night sky. Just like these snow levels, these levels too have a certain atmosphere. Look at that animated background. Yep, instead we got some toads. Did you see that? I just ducked under that attack like a pro. This is Lakitu, or Lakitu, I don't know how you pronounce it, but he's an annoying jerk. Throwing stuff down at us from his ivory cloud. Well, I lost the mushroom, but I didn't die. Haha! Lakitu failed, and I succeeded. I vaguely recall having one of those coloring books with some illustrations based on this game, with one of them having Mario looking through a telescope at the stars. I don't know why I remember that. I think I just used to play these games with a friend and... and apparently there were also coloring books involved. Whoa. Did you see that? Just barely avoided the buzzy beetle there. Oh hey, look at that. A secret. Oh. No. Well, it's off screen. It's off screen now. This is an interesting thing, an eccentricity of these old games. We can't go back. So, yeah. Rest in peace, secret that I was about to discover. Oh, that was a bit scary, but we made it. Ah, here we go. Hey, come on. That wasn't quite the top of the flagpole, but still pretty close. Okay, 6-3. There have been many renditions, but this is probably still my favorite rendition of the Super Mario Bros. Main theme. Those bassy SNES instruments They bring a tear to my eye. It's not even a joke. Just listen to those steel drums. What? I freaked out and jumped down when I shouldn't have. Oh, right, these things. Again, it takes a while. Gosh darn it. It takes a while for Mario's momentum to get going, so... I often underestimate the distance I actually need to go to get to a certain speed. Rip. Well, let's try that again. Haha! Lakitu thought he could prevent me from grabbing that mushroom, but he thought wrong. Haha! Did you see that? Knocked him right out of the sky. Of course, that isn't permanent. He'll be back. I'm pretty sure he'll be back. Yeah, there he is. You can't kill him. You can just incapacitate him for a while. There we go. I also like the way the bricks come apart with all the pieces flying in different directions. This looked like a pipe I could enter, but apparently not. Lots of pipes in this stage. Na 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 na. I actively need to stop myself from just singing along to this. So after if gosh darn. If I do complete this game tonight, which will probably happen. I mean, you never know. We'll move on to Mario Brothers 2. It'll be funny to see the comparison. I won't be doing the lost levels for now, because that game is punishing, and it's pretty much the same as this, but meaner. I don't know if this is a controversial view, but I do actually strongly prefer the USA release of Mario Bros. 2 over the Japanese. Oh, hey! Oh, shouldn't have done that. Should have gotten the coins first. You can't exactly slide under stuff like you can in Mario Bros. 3. Ducking down... well, you can, but there isn't enough room here. Well, it is what it is. Back to 6-3. But first, let me make a very inconspicuous save state here. Like the moment I start to do save states, this gewoon, wow. I'm gonna start talking in Dutch. The moment I start relying on save states is the moment it goes wrong. Also, I just start talking in Dutch when I get flustered, apparently. That's never happened before. Whoa, did you see that? That was close. I always loved that idea, that little scale with the two platforms attached. Alright, and those things go down with an alarming amount of speed, but we got it. By the way, is my voice too quiet or too loud? Is the game... can you hear the game? Just checking. Let me know if there are any technical problems. Now you can't hear the game, but that's because I made a very inconspicuous save state. I'm trying to drop down here, but, well, this is very much tile-based, as you can see, because I need to really step off of it to do that, and now I got hit. I don't remember many of these Bowser stages, probably because I was always a scumbag who skipped over the Bowser levels with the warp zones. Oh, hey. Is there something else to be found there? Anyway, hey Bowser. I see you have even more paintings of yourself here. Oh, now he's throwing hammers. You just gotta find an opening. And I didn't. Well, we have more lives. We can do this. Okay, maybe we can't. Well. There we go. Wow, I found a fire flower when you weren't looking. How did that happen? Well, I lost it, so I guess it's fair game now. Super Mario The Lost Levels, or the Japanese version of Mario Bros. 2, is actually so punishing that in the re-release version, you even if you game over, you just start at the same stage, because it would be too irritating if it weren't. Okay, now we need to somehow get down here again. Of course, when the timing is perfect, that Pudaboo comes jumping up. Just perfect. I mean, I'm good at video games, really. Did you see that? I almost got it. I almost ran right under him there. Right under the hammers, that is. I don't even know what that was, but it was certainly something. Well, impatience does me in once again. But we'll get through this at some point. It's only a matter of time. Well, that wasn't where I wanted to be. I wish there was a hotkey for this. There probably is, but I haven't looked it up. Okay, focus. Immediacy. Atmosphere. Okay, you know what? I wasn't gonna do it like this, but I guess we have no choice but to make another save state here. Well, we do have a choice, but the thing is, I just want to. Well. Okay, Bowser, come on. Come at me. There we go. Didn't even need that save state. Nice. Thank you, Mario, but our princess is in another castle. Okay. After that frankly embarrassing performance, we are now in World 7. Best way to start World 7 is with amateur mistakes. If I recall, there are some very difficult gaps to cross in World 8, so I'm not looking forward to that. Oh hey, coins! I missed one. But we're just going to pretend that didn't happen. Ground floor is pretty much the worst place for them to be. Ah, he jumped all the way down. I didn't expect that. It might be best to just die here. You don't want to have too few lives. It's kind of comical how Mario jumps when he's ducking down. It's like, oh yeah, that animation. Darn. Darn you all to heck. Well, no mushrooms for us, I guess. Okay, there's this part with the delightful Hammer Brothers. And by delightful, I mean horrible. Come on, that was the end. Got nailed by a buzzy beetle at the very end. There we go. Very good. We finished the stage somehow. Alright, a water level. We love those. Let's go for a swim. I should be more particular about grabbing coins. Because, well, you can always use the extra lives. I can't believe I didn't get hit there, but there we go. Haha. I'm not even gonna try to get those, though. That's a bit risky. We don't like taking risks. I like that they have to put you back above ground just to grab a flagpole for consistency. Because only the Bowser stages can end in a special way. All other stages need to end with a flagpole. There's no two ways about it. Alright, so this is a bridge and fish jump up at you. And it is very difficult, at least I remember it being very difficult. When I was a very young person. Well, no harm, no foul, I guess. You really have to watch the arc of their jumps. Because if you're not careful, you're gonna run right into them. Who wants to run into a fish? Anyway, that wasn't too hard. There we go. It's time for the seventh, the finale of the 7th world. Let's make a quick search there. There we go. Oh, right, it's one of these. So you have to take the right path or suffer the consequences. It's like a little puzzle stage, except there's no real way to tell which is the right path, except guesswork. Kind of a weird design idea in a game that is mostly about reaction speed and dexterity, to have you just figure out an arbitrary path. Fortunately, I remember what it is now. Oh, dang. Gosh dang. I won't feel too bad about cheating on this stage if it does end up with me game overing. Oh, no. We need to take the path below this time. And up. Okay. Yeah, this keeps happening with the momentum. Mario feels very heavy in this game compared to other games, I would say. Maybe I'm just misremembering, but that's how it feels. Like when I start running or when I jump, I feel much more committed to it than I do in other Mario games or even platformers. This was one of the first, after all. Okay, there we go. Nope. Okay, Boozer. Oh, that was terrible. Figure out a puzzle, run straight into Bowser's hammers. That's just the way it is sometimes. Okay, nice. You know, there's nothing particularly challenging about doing the puzzle beyond remembering it. So I think I'm gonna make a save state here. That's justified, right? I say it is. Now I can just cheese it because I have an extra hit. So whatever, man. Whatever. He's done! Thank you, Mario. But our princess is in another castle. Came out the side of the bag. Weird. Alright, the final world. That was mean. Right? That was pretty mean. I just landed between those two Koopas. Rip. Rip is right. Sometimes I wonder if the collision is a bit finicky or if I just suck. Anyway, I think I'm gonna just game over here. Because I want some extra lives before we move on. There we go. No silly mistakes this time. Nothing but perfect platforming prowess. Okay, so not that much perfect platforming prowess, but alright. Dumped right back at the start. Very good. Perfect. Excellent. Okay. Don't you love it when you knock down a Koopa paratrooper and he loses his wings, but then he bumps into you and kills you anyway? Because I don't like that at all. So that's what I mean when I say the jumps feel very committed. Also, no checkpoints in this stage. Fascinating. But look at those happy clouds, though. Mocking me for every failure. I don't really properly understand what that was, but I think it was nonsense. Anyway, we need to just game over now, because we only have 2 lives and we're on the first stage. If you thought the first world was the last world was gonna be a breeze, nope. But we have to do this. My gamer cred depends on it. Well, that went better than expected. But yeah, Mario feels very heavy in this game, like I said. Compared to other Mario games. He must have lost some weight. Anyway, I'm not even gonna go down here anymore, because that's cursed, apparently. It is thoroughly entertaining to see a Koopa paratrooper fall into a ravine, though. Wait a minute. There we go. Now I daren't even make daring jumps anymore. Oh, this wasn't even the end of the stage. I guess that makes me feel a little better about what just happened. A little. Oh, the time is almost... Wow, that hasn't happened before. Well, let's hurry this up. He says as he stalls in place for 20 seconds. Whew, that was scary. But we made it. And that's all that matters. Just make a save state here. There we go. Oh man, this one starts. Look at how this starts. The stage is just like, yeah, welcome. You wanna play some Sonic 2? Ba-bum. I hate Lakitu so much. Hey you, get off of my cloud. Well, that's wasted. One thing I have... Darn. One thing I have learned over the years is that platforming is definitely a genre of instinct. So, the more you talk, the dumber you get at platforming. No, but in all seriousness, it's definitely the kind of game where you need to more feel than think. Like you need to... There doesn't need to be, or shouldn't be, this weird... this sort of extra step between what you see and what you do. Like the moment you think about it is the moment you fail. Maybe that's why I keep messing up right after... Maybe that's why I keep messing up right after I do a save state. Because then I'm taking this completely separate action on the computer. And I'm disconnected from the game, in a way. Like the best... like I had a moment of real flow back there when I wasn't talking. I just kind of casually sauntered through the stage. Without a care. That's because I got into the rhythm of it. Well, that's a bit of a bother, isn't it? Alright, no mushroom in there. And no in there. No, wow. Apparently I can't even speak normally anymore. That's how bad it's gotten. A Mario All-Star stream, but every time Mario dies, the streamer's vocabulary loses a few words. That sounds like a funny meme. Wow. That was a situation where inaction was indeed the best action, but it was a bit scary having those Koopas leap over me like that. Anyway, we made it. That's the most important thing. 8-3. 8-3 is, I think, infamous for being one of the most irritating stages in the original game. It's mainly because of these guys, by the way. Yes, indeed, nobody likes the Hammer Bros. What you need is for them to not be on the ground level. Then you have a chance to take them out from below. But the moment they are on the ground level, you can kiss your overalls goodbye. That was a shame, but it is what it is. Oh, more of these guys. What a grand old time we are having. Well, you can see why people don't like this stage. I do like that it has a unique graphic for the background, this huge castle. This implies it's quite different from the other 7 castles we've done up to this point, provided you didn't use warp zones like I did. Haha. Oh man. This isn't going very well, is it? Let's not even let the game over happen. Let's just go back here like it never happened. Did you see that? Me desperately jumping up at the block and him just not connecting with him? That is true pain right there. True pain. Okay, that's one. Come down here. You slimy monster, you. What? There you go. He's thrown his last hammer. I completely forgot to grab the mushroom, so my chances are pretty much nil now, but still. Let's make it interesting. Of course, he jumps right back up. I wonder how long this stage is gonna take me at this rate. The World 5 castle also took me a while, but this is really ridiculous. Oh. Don't you love it when they just jump all the way down instead of stopping in the middle? When did they add that to the game to make it better? It's a war zone over here. Hammers flying, bullets flying. And in the midst of it all, one Italian plumber. Okay, I can't let this opportunity to make a save state slip me by at this point. I'm sure I could beat it eventually if I sat here for an additional 2 hours, but I'm sure that won't be amusing to watch. At least I don't think it will be. You guys don't want to watch me suffer, do you? Be honest. Once again, I experienced true pain. Now watch as he jumps all the way down instead of to the middle platform. Yep. See, I can tell Murphy's Law, more like Miyamoto's Law. Haha. Oh, that was scary. Oh, another one of these jerks. Jumped straight into it. Yikes. Well, like I said, we're gonna save some time here. After all, it's about fun. It's about relaxing. By the way, I'm still thinking about other games to stream. Now that the Super NES is an avenue, we could do games from that. There's definitely a few classics on there that I missed out on in the past. So, you know, suggestions are always welcome and appreciated. We also have the PlayStation and the N64, obviously, and I'm open to trying other consoles as well. I was actually thinking about trying some PSP games as well. I don't know how the emulation scene for PSP games is, but... I was thinking about trying, for example, Mega Man Powered Up, which is a very adorable remake of the original Mega Man. It's one of those games that has like a lot of work put into things you wouldn't expect. For instance, all the bosses have dialogue, but you can play as all the bosses, and all the bosses have unique dialogue for each of the other bosses, voice acted and all. So Fireman will have something unique to say to Oil Man, and Time Man will have something unique to say to Iceman, etc., etc. It's actually quite cool that they put that much effort into it. Most people don't really like the big-headed, chibi aesthetic, though. Well, hey, we made it. See, I didn't even talk about the game. When I try to talk about the game, that's when it goes wrong the most. I need to just talk about other irrelevant stuff. The more irrelevancy, the better. Okay, there we go. It's the final castle. I've been thinking about doing a stream highlights compilation, and I feel like this stream already had a few particularly terrible moments. Oh hey, look at these Goombas. Ta-da. Oh, right. This is also like a maze, if I recall. Okay, I think this is right. Oh, fish. Fish. No, not the fish. Let's make a separate save state. Just to celebrate the fish. Oh, well. Now that we did make a save state, there we go. Like I said, the moment I start to do save states is the moment it always goes wrong. I think that was wrong too, by the way. But it's okay, we're just gonna have to find out exactly how this stage works again. I do like that this one is just the most difficult one to reach. It's pretty obvious that that's gonna be the one. Okay, no stupid mistakes this time. Gotta talk about something that isn't the game. So yeah, we're done with Psychonauts and still working on Mario 74. That's neat. There have been some other mods recommended to me, or hacks, whatever you want to call them. I keep changing the wording too, so whatever. Mario 64 overhauls. Look at these underwater ruins. Like I said, I love the little backgrounds. Very nice. Let's make a separate save state for this one. You can see why I did that. Yeah, the momentum is very unforgiving, so if you don't start running before he actually jumps, you're pretty much done there. Come on now. Don't do this to me. I'm too impatient, too impatient. I'm letting my frustration get the better of me. There we go. See, as long as you calmly think about it, most things are perfectly doable. Hey Bowser, bye-bye Bowser. Ah, look at that. Thank you, Mario. The kingdom is saved. Now try a more difficult quest. So you can do it again, but harder if you want. But you know what? We beat the game, so that's fine for now. So next up, we're gonna make a start on Super Mario Bros. 2, and then we're gonna call it a stream. We haven't had too many suggestions about what to stream next, unfortunately, but we can keep streaming this for a while on Thursdays while we figure it out. Now, this is a really cool thing. This is the first Mario game to offer multiple characters with multiple abilities. I always liked Luigi because he has big jumps. Just look at how different this is visually, too. Yeah. Luigi's thing is his traction isn't so good, but he has an amazingly good jump. He stays in the air for a very long time because he keeps kicking with his legs like that. And this game revolves around not just jumping on top of things, but rather the extra step of also picking things up and throwing them. A very fascinating evolution from the platforming formula established in Super Mario Bros. When you think about it. I mean, what would be the next step after just jumping on top of things? Jumping on top of things and then throwing them around, apparently. I love that sound effect. Also, home of the POW block. Boom. This Mario game is also interesting because you can have more hits than just 2. Oh. Haha. Yeah, one of the most notable and iconic remnants from this game is probably the Shy Guys. Those little masked fellas. I mean, you gotta love those. They're adorable. Now, you could go through here and try this one segment, but you could also just be smart and be Luigi and jump up there like this. Haha! I'm not playing by your rules, Nintendo. Look at that, it's a ladybug. And they are ninjas. You don't see a lot of ninjas either. They were in Super Mario World, but like only in the very last stage. Yeah, having the notion of just standing on top of enemies be a thing also changes the meaning of enemy movement patterns, because a ninja will push you up, for example, while a Shy Guy will walk you back and forth across the horizontal axis. I mean, of course, we all know this wasn't originally a Mario game, but I still appreciate how this evolves the platformer genre, even if they completely dropped it and went back to the more... Well, they did, I guess Mario Bros. 3 did have picking stuff up and such, so they didn't drop everything, but... Alright, it's time for Birdo. Now, this is one thing Luigi doesn't excel at, and that's fighting bosses, because his jump is sort of unwieldy, he takes a while to land, and you need a quick snappy jump to get on top of those eggs, or you have to really move with the egg. But that's fine, I'm used to it. Get out of here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I'm pretty lucky. There we go, we got a life in each roll so far. Okay, I jinxed it, But it's fine, because we got many extra lives. But yeah, Luigi has always been my favorite in this game. Ah, look, it's a Pidgeot, I think. Or I think they're called Pidgeots. They're sort of this game's Lakitu in that they... Oh, Bezos. I recall all these names mostly because they were also said in the Super Mario Bros. Super Show. Right, so as you can see, there's a locked door here. So we need to find the key. Now, the key is here, but it's being guarded by these little jerks. Phanto, I think they're called. They are terrifying. Wow, did you see that? I just got stuck. Anyway, Phanto will attack you so long as you're carrying the treasure it was guarding. So you can throw it down to temporarily get rid of it. Apparently it has a short attention span for a cursed creature that guards a treasure. Those guys, the Shy Guys with the little shooting noses, are Sniffets, which is an adorable name. Sniffet. There you go. But an adorable name won't save you from getting destroyed. Or it will apparently, because he's back already. Ah. He got bombed. Ouch. And now I'm small. But fortunately, a mushroom will take care of that. So I was talking about how much I love the Mario All-Stars rendition of the Mario Brothers Overworld theme. I think the Mario Brothers 2 theme kind of got the short end of the stick, as it were, because it lost some of its tempo. Like, the reason why the original Mario Brothers 2 theme is so popular is because of that unbridled energy. It's very popular to use it in memes because it's just funny to listen to. It's very cheery and energetic, which makes it perfect for many jokes. And the All-Stars version is a bit slower, which is fine, but, you know, that just means it's different from the original, which can be good and bad in its own ways. Ow. Also waterfalls. I got shot in the head. Oh no. Haha, you didn't shoot me that time. I'm just rushing through, pretty much. Oh, wait, let me check something here. Because we've been abusing warp zones a lot, so we might as well continue down that path. If I remember correctly, if you place a warp zone on top of this pipe, then go in, then go down. Yes, I remembered. Haha. Ouch. Teleport to a new world, run straight into an enemy. I guess that was just bound to happen. Oh, did you see that? Almost went wrong again. Maybe Luigi isn't the right character for a slippery stage. He's already got pretty bad traction, so at least, like, I think Toad might be better for a stage like this, because Toad has really, really weak jumps, but really good traction. He's really fast. Okay, now you're going to see something amazing. Just check. What do you think is here? This always blew my mind as a kid. I love it. Well, let's not keep you waiting. It's a rocket. These truly were the days of unbridled creativity, huh? Aha! So yeah, this has the boss music, but it's actually just kind of a gauntlet where you have to get past all the enemies. Because of course it is, yep. Ouch. Well, that was a bit risky of me, but we made it. Maybe I should do another character for variation. I don't actually remember any of the other warps, that's the only one I remember. There are more, but... well, I don't have the best memory, I must admit. Whoa! Bezos. Yeah, Luigi isn't very good for this. His jump is too floaty for that. Let's try Toad. Also known as the character with the most irritating canonical voice. Hello! Sorry. Ever since I did the Jinjo voices, I have never been the same. If my pitch goes too high, my voice dies instantly. It would be an interesting premise for a movie. What if I was stuck in here with a bomb, and if my voice reached any kind of pitch, the bomb would go off because it's sound activated. So I have to talk in a low voice. Wouldn't that be interesting? Well, that was bad. Checkpoints, though. Gotta love the water hurting you. But this is cool, though. Look at these whales. Toad thinks no, yep. I like that even the veggies are a bit different in this cold area. It's just those little details that make these games special, huh? Oh, that was completely pointless. Whoops. I'm starting to get a bit annoyed with the collision sometimes. I guess I only have myself to blame. I'm used to games being really lenient about where you hit stuff. Let's just do it with Princess Peach. Because she's got the ability of total nonsense, where you can just float. Well, I almost said bad words. You have to stop me before I do that. Just hack my computer and turn off OBS if I say a bad word. Yeah, it's kind of comical how easy the princess makes certain challenges. Okay. Maybe not. Good grief. I don't know if I'm just tired or incompetent, or maybe both. Okay, I'm starting to lean towards incompetent, really. Immediately dies, yes. What? That almost went wrong there. Did you see that? It was a bit scary. Come on, this water. I hate it. I am not really having a whale of a time, you might say. Haha. Where is your water now? Yes, let's go, let's take another rocket. You are the first princess to go into space. And die. Why am I still picking the princess? I love this, where we have stolen the enemy's vehicle. Look, it's Sonic! Ha 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 ha, original joke. I wonder what would have happened if I had hit Birdo with this star. Well, it's very clear that I'm not that good at this game. Anyway, Toad is good at combat. He picks up stuff fast, he runs fast. There we go. Okay, thank you. Some extra lives are honestly much appreciated at this point. Ah. Well. Don't you love it when the drum roll starts, but you've already failed? Game still needs to catch up. I just failed that fast. I don't know why I picked Toad for this one. Maybe because I like pain. This is when you know things have gotten serious. You run into a boss-type enemy in the overworld as though it's just a normal, typical, everyday enemy. Oh yeah, I think I remember what this what we're supposed to do here. Yeah, come on. Come on. You could say I'm egging her on. Well, that was pointless. I somehow got myself out of that. Somehow. What are these little guys called again? Flurries? I do like the way they just slide around helplessly. There's something to be said for enemies that are a bit incompetent, like Waddle Dees from Kirby. They're adorable in their signature incompetence. Gotta love all that vertical climbing here. I mean, I gotta love all that vertical climbing, yeah, as opposed to horizontal climbing. I say the dumbest things. Have you done any horizontal climbing lately? I think that's just called crawling, and it's a lot less impressive. Alright, Red Shy Guy. You and I are now the best of friends. Bye-bye. Betrayal. I did not expect to bump my head into the key. I think it's time to go back to Luigi now. Haha. Now that's one thing I do really like a lot, is you can kill enemies with the key. The last thing you want is for a thing you hold to be a burden and only a burden. Oh, did you see that? Almost hit me there. Haha! Forget Kingdom Hearts. Luigi perfected the art of fighting with a key. All the way back then. Oh. Not in the mood to get killed by Fanto right now. Oh. You might be wondering, why did I do that? And to be completely honest, I don't really understand either. But we somehow made it out of that. I think we have to make a quick save state just to ensure we're not going to just die here. I had a premonition, you might say. Come on, Bezo, I know you're here. Haha. Oh hey, that was it. Oh no, of course it wasn't it, because this is the real boss. It's Fry Guy. I think that's really what he's called, isn't it? Fry Guy. You might say he's pretty hot. Anyway, we need to beat him with 1 health. Are you ready? Why is this level made of Lego? Next time we need to make a save state right before the battle. Whew. Well, that wouldn't be the first time I made a terrible mistake. Like I said, Luigi and ice physics, man. Luigi is ice physics. It's just redundant to have him also be on ice. If I recall, the best tactic is to hit him from above, but there's more ammunition down there, so you can see the risk-reward consideration here. You're pretty much you can quite certainly get a hit if you're just close to him and grab a one of those mushroom things down there. It's harder to hit him from the top with your saver there. But there's less ammo. Okay, Fry Guy. Okay. Don't you love it when you try to pick something up and it just won't connect? Darn, darn, darn. Just keep spitting that fire, huh? I like how you can still land hits on him as you die. It's completely pointless, but it's funny, I guess. I am so good at this game. I actually hit him that time, so let's just make another save state. He does stop for a bit if he gets hit, which is a bit of a strategic advantage, shall we say. Well, I think I can see the writing on the wall, as it were. After this battle, I'm probably going to stop streaming and take it easy for a bit. Because apparently I suck at video games. Plus, we've been streaming for a while, so... Yeah, sometimes being aggressive is the best choice. It's not like he's gonna give you much room. You gotta love that you can go outside the screen on one side and come out on the other. That's cool. Oh, that would have been the last hit too. Of course, then you still need to defeat his smaller versions. See, I was furiously pressing the button there, but I was standing in between of the two things, so it refused to connect there. Like I said, old games don't have much leniency when it comes to collisions. Yeah, you gotta just be precise or else. Yeah. Of course. Okay. That's the first phase done, so let's regroup right here. Okay. So we need to lure him, or rather his little bits, away from those stones. There we go. 3 in 1 hit. Nice. Okay, there we go. No luck this time. Started off so well too. Anyway, this is World 5. And we're just gonna die here so we can continue. Alright, that I think is enough for this particular stream. But thanks to Thomas and Clive for showing up. It's always nice to see you guys. And next time we're going to either start on a new game to put in the Thursday slot, or we're gonna continue on Mario All-Stars for a little bit. Maybe if Mario All-Stars runs out, we might even return to Mario Golf for a little bit, because that's been a very good chill discussion type game for the streams. But anyway, we'll talk about all that as we do more streams. So until then, I hope you have a great day or night, and I will see you all next time, hopefully. Bye bye!